my name is Jose Jackson, and I'm doing a video. It's been a while since I've done a video, and I wanted to get back to doing this because I was talking to one of my friends, and he said to me, if you're aware of, what's going on, talk about, share the story. And I was afraid of sharing because when I started doing videos, people were making fun of me and telling me that I was crazy. But that's life. People were telling me that I was crazy, and yeah, so now I'm back to doing the videos. And the reason I'm doing these videos is to express myself, to bring out the brightest part of my soul, and to help others if they're going through any emotional, spiritual problems. Maybe what I'm saying can help them, because we all have a story to tell. Now, so I'm gonna start. Recently, things haven't been so great, but I'm still getting by. But I really want to talk about the spiritual development of the soul and how being connected with the soul is very important, and not forgetting that part or the light that's inside the body. For a long time, I wasn't aware that the light of the soul was in the body, and I discarded that, and I neglected the fact that it was aware. I neglected the fact that it was listening, it was observing, it was recording, and it wanted me to change myself, my higher self. It wanted me to change, but I wasn't listening. I couldn't understand. How can I know? When you're blocked off, when you're unaware of certain things, you can search for help in many areas, in many places, but you can never find it because a lot of what we are taught or told is fabricated, not 100% truth. And this is why most of the people on this planet are struggling. Most of the people, they go to church, but if you ask them, are they aware they have a soul in the body? Are they aware that their soul can communicate with them? And it observes everything that goes on the planet, and that it wants better for the universe. If you try to have a simple conversation like that, they think you're crazy, and that's okay. And you can't expect for people to understand, and that's it. Health. Let's talk about health. I used to eat meat all the time. I used to eat crappy foods, and I changed my diet, and I'm still working on that. But let's say becoming a vegan or vegetarian, vegetarian, that helps diminish the negativity that's happening on that planet, because not only that you're not involved in bringing negativity in your body, because when you kill an animal, you eat the animal, you take in that fear, you take in that density, goes in the body. Many of us are taught that we need protein to survive, but there are many forms of protein. You can get protein in different forms. You just have to do the research and find alternatives like forks over knives, cowspiracy, forks over knives, cowspiracy. What else? There are books, recipes on different ways of living, fasting, water fasting, dry fasting, intermittent fasting. These things help fermentation, but on a plant-based diet. Because if we keep eating animals or different types of meat, what this does, it lowers or diminishes our awareness of the different planets, different solar systems, things that exist in the planet. It diminishes our capabilities of leaving this dense black consciousness planet. And it also stops us from being free. And once you break those barriers or the way of thinking, you're able to escape and ascend. Even why I'm doing this video, because many people on the planet are suffering and they don't know how to escape. They're like in an endless vicious cycle, a loop of repeated suffering. Some people think that they are sinners. I used to think this way. And if you believe that you're a sinner, then it will prevent you from rising above and entering different realms of beauty, of sexiness. And we need to remember that we need to keep improving. And if we keep improving and if we keep on doing things that benefit the soul and that can raise our energy, then things will become easier. Now, this path is not going to be easy. The path of changing your diet, not eating meat, not consuming dairy, trying to put healthy stuff in the body so you can feel happier, freer, lighter, understanding, peaceful, being peaceful. What we are people are fighting for, or what people who are aware, they want peace. They want peace of mind, their control over their bodies. Now other entities or parasites controlling their body or manipulating them to do the wrong thing. They want to be in control of their own body, their own thoughts, their mind. Not just the mind. They want to be able to be free and leave when they, let's say you die, not keep reincarnating and being trapped over and over and over again. We never die, actually. We are immortal. All we do, we die, we leave the physical body, but we are so light that we can travel in different realms. We can reincarnate in different bodies. But if you've come here many of times, like I have, and many of souls probably do remember, they have been here over and over and over again, and they have failed on the mission what they came to do. They must learn to remember who they are, and they must learn to not to make the same mistakes. Now, some of us might take longer than others, and that's okay. We might fail over and over and over and over again, but you must remember the pain. You must remember why you're doing this. You must remember what is at risk. Most of our souls came here and we had a lot at stake. We had a lot to risk, but we came anyway to guide the planet. We came anyway to help elevate our consciousness of this world and the corruption and the dark energy that's traveling throughout this universe. This is not the only realm that's going through these things. And reading books, listening to oneself, the intuition, the light that's inside the body, taking spiritual herbs such as peyote, ayahuasca, iboga, mupacho, fasting, all these things in eating a plant-based diet helps elevate your consciousness of what's going on and undumb you down to be aware. Because once you break these habits or these cycles, you're going to start to see why things are set up the way they are. The world is set up to blind us from the truth because there are people who are in power to prevent us from being free. But we must take the freedom back. And the only way we can take the freedom back is to make sure that we can take care of ourselves first. We can help other people, but we must make sure we are whole within ourselves. We want to listen to ourselves and take action. And the way by taking action is healing oneself, finding healthier ways, finding loving ways to be aware, to be grounded, and to keep improving. I think that's all I have to say for today. Peace.